Hello and welcome to Leeroy Gaming, where today we continue on to part 6 of our Lawful Good playthrough of the beta version of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We are currently in the Ancient Trees and Wonder Shop. This is the playthrough where we have our Divine Hunter as our main character. And we are in the middle of trying to get to the bottom of who set up Oldjif, our new chaotic neutral companion that may or may not make it with us, but it's been interesting. So let's jump right into it and see if we can get some good times going on here. So let's see what's going on. And there is, looks like the man himself, locked up underneath his store. The elderly gnome, so poorly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in a corner of the basement shaking, "Marauders! Bandits! Scavengers!" Yeah, makes sense. We're all of those things and much, much more. If you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please calm down. No one's going to rob you. The gnome peers at you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me that the nightmare's over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back. The gnome notices Woljif and his rounded face turns scarlet. You, Woljif, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me. Did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name's Flamen Fullertros. I was the owner of the shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe. Nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Tell me about the tieflings that have visited Ancestries and Wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from a city guard or the Eagle Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. Oh, let's see here. Now let's see a little white lie. See if we can bluff. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch a culprit. It's in your interest. Tell me everything. Aha, success. So they haven't got the tieflings? I thought that the city's finest were on the job, and that they. The gnome sighs. You can't rely on anyone. Ask your questions then, if it's so important. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Flillamen falls to thinking. A red-haired tiefling, I suppose, yes. It was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means. I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an Asimir-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing. And I put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. I remember that he was wrapped in green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it. That description will surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Back to Sister Carissime. We have to go have a good shifty at all my brothers and put all of these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't gonna wriggle out of this one. I guess we have to keep asking. Tell me about Woljif. Flillamen's face wrinkles in distaste. Woljif Jeffto, right? Yes, I know him a long time. Though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. Always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I chase him out, but he's just slink back in again. If he wasn't with the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything you swipe the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us, that's the one who's got the moon. That's the one who's got the moon. I want to see if the return too. You get me? I don't like the idea of other people grubbing mitts on it. Tell him about the tiefling woman. Flilliman scratches his chin. The tiefling woman? Yes, I remember now. Noble lady. Unlike the tieflings ruffians we have around here, she purchased magical equipment for the crusade. She promised to come again. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. I found everything I wanted to know. If that isn't enough to help you catch thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now, be on your way and leave me in this piece with my wreck of a shop. Alright, let us go deduce the identity. But let's take this wine first, because, you know, that's what paladins do. Drink at night.
Without a doubt.
Drinking away their sadness. Ooh, hold on. Very nice gold ring. Back we go. And what I've also decided is, I don't know if we're going to keep him, but I like the quest and story for him. But before we leave out, we failed to sneak past the enemies. Prepare to fight. I am going to create an extra companion for us. And I've decided we're going to add a hunter, so a nice ranged pet class. Can help with the tanking. So we got an archer and we got a cultist, so... Shoot there. Shoot there. These can go straight.
Go for their hearts.
See how that goes. Ooh, nice. Oh, I did not see that coming. That's not good.
Endure this. You won't survive me.
Fortunately, that was not too bad. Scrolls. Interesting. Thought they already gave us those tips, but never know. Right. But actually, what we will do is we're going to heal him. Let's get back out. They'll give us a chance to loot everything on our way out. So no need to click around like crazy. Composite bow, we'll do that for the character. Let's leave. Alright, back to the Defender's Heart we go. Actually, I'm so silly. We were supposed to go to the hideout, but clearly I had character creation on the brain. So, you know, while we're here, might as well get that new companion created. Give you guys a look at the character creator. Let's see here. I believe it was... What was it that we talked to? It was an NPC. I think it's this one. Let's see. It's not, I don't think it... Was it Horgus? Oh, actually, he owed us money. Yeah, that's right. Here, take this. Yes, it's 2,000 coins. Take your payment and remember that Horgus Worm always keeps his word. You helped me get back to the surface, and I duly paid you for escorting me. Now, speaking of our future cooperation, Horgus looks at you with unvarnished disapproval, his arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booze and then lie down drunk in a gutter? Or do you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, noble of heart, but without a coin to your name? Orcus sizes you up critically, then sighs and shrugs. You seem a reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves, so why should I care what you do with my money once you got it? A success and perception check. Orcus seems like one of those people who think the entire world owes them something. However, you hear notes of hysteria beneath his smug arrogance. It's as though he is really quite nervous, but taking great pains to conceal it. Noble birth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I would ask that you refrain from such statements in the future. Orcus puts his hands on his hips. Oh really? How impudent! No one dares tell Horgus-born how to address the rabble! So what does the job involve? You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabras. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state that it's now in. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar knows what happened there since. Therefore, I will ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they're no desire to set foot inside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors! That's what they are. Also, please, do take Camilla with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She's of noble birth after all. Deal. Alvarez, most excellent. Horgus' face relaxes, smoothing a few of the tense lines. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you'll needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand, but do hurry, unless you want me to lower your reward. So we found his mansion. Well, that's a nice little surprise. So who in the world did I talk to? We're hiring. Oh, it wasn't here. That's right. Hilor. It's good to see you. What can I do for you? Would you like to renew your forces of excellent fighters? Yes, I would. Oh, wow. It's 4,500 now. It must be a higher level. Well, let's do it. Great. Reinforcements have arrived. All right. Let us... Now we'll give him kind of a huntery look. That sounds good. And it's going to be a hunter. And we're going to do the Wandering Marksman. So what's nice about this character is you'll notice plan distraction. So if the animal's engaged, if I'm attacking the same enemy as my pet, I get plus damage modifiers. And if he's 10 feet or more away from me, it's going to get morale bonuses to AC, which is great later on. So just a nice little double team combo. Race, I'm thinking. Okay, this is nice. So maybe we'll make him an elf. Why not? Elven immunities, save against saving throws, elven magic, keen senses. I like the bonuses to perception, resistance, spell resistance increase, elven's give +2 ratio bonus to knowledge arcana. That's always nice. All right. Now companion. We want something nice and tanky. So I'm thinking mastadon. I mean, I believe that's got the highest natural AC. +7. Oh, what is this? The boar has a +9? So let's take a look. It only has one gore attack. On 15, dex 12. It's only going to have 10 dex at higher level. I think the mastodon's going to be better. 13. It's going to end up having 17 con. Dex will be 12. And this also gets trample. Yeah, and I'll have a total of 10 AC as opposed to the boar. We'll have 11. Hey, you know what? I think the mastodon's still going to be better. And I mean, come on. It's a freaking mastodon. How cool is that? So we'll do mastodon. Now the hunter is going to be doing composite bows. So what we're going to do here... Interesting, they don't give you any recommendations for stats. Don't really care about charisma. We want high dex. Okay, they get a +2 dex bonus. Interesting. I didn't see that listed as that. I mean, I'm not complaining. And they get int. So a little knowledge or arcana bonus. Well, let's see. Let's do... 16. I wonder if, let me see here, what he can potentially be somebody. We'll get more skill points maybe? I know this is not very min-maxy. Think here. It's not the best kind of layout here. Can't do much here. Fortunately, looks like I'm going to be stuck kind of an odd number. Alright, we'll do 13 intelligence, make it a little smarter. So knowledge skill checks. What about the identifying items? You'd all help out. I know. Again, this isn't really min-maxed, but it's okay. More skill points, which I like. We'll do athletics for him. Stealth. We'll do all the nice knowledge ones for him. Doesn't. There you go. Perception. Oh, because we have the -1 to wisdom. Awesome. Yeah, I don't think there's any way around of getting a -1 on the wisdom. Do I get magic though? Oh, he does get magic. Ah. Just kidding, guys. Gotta bump up that wisdom a little bit. God. Gosh, man, their stat distribution not so great. There you go. 12 int, 12 wisdom. That's at least nice and clean. That's what we do. Oh, why is it not letting next? There we go. So 1 point. Perception. There we go. That's good. I am happy with that distribution. Now, as far as our feats go, I thought ours already. Like we need companion. I believe that ours are already calculated as the same level. Yeah, so I don't even know why that's showing up as an option. Yeah, because it's the maximum effective level equal to your character level. So that is fine. Let's get something that helps our with our bow skills. Point blank shot. I like that. Prerequisite for the other stuff we want. Now I kind of like this. Nomad's animal companion gets a +3 bonus to max hit points. Why not? Was a nomad. That seems thematic. Now choosing spells. So I'm thinking either Hurricane Bow or Magic Fang for my pet. You know what? I kind of like Magic Fang. Just kidding. We'll start with the Hurricane Bow. Oh, we get both. So let's do both. I like it. And you know what? We'll make him, lawful neutral. I know a lot of the rangers and stuff are chaotic, but you know what? He's going to be like a bounty hunter kind of a feeling. That's how I'm going to imagine him. Keep him the normal standard look.
Their life ends here. Let us be off.
What?
The path is clear.
We'll make him reserved. And what shall we name him? I do. Hunter name. I have no idea. You know what? Quite literally, this is actually my middle son's name. So Hunter to Hunter. I think that works.
Enemy near.
There we go. The lore benefit. Everything looks good. Animal companion, all our buffs. Like it. Doesn't mention anything about the level. Doesn't say what level our companion is. Go. Oh, that's right. We get to level up a bunch. I'm gonna continue. More skill points. Add Lord Nature. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Precision shot. That's key right there. Add Cure Light Wounds because it's good to have off healing. And another level. Again. Knowledge Arcana, just so somebody in our group has it. Nice lore. We were one behind on a perception. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, and what else can we do? Let's see. Deadly Aim. It's always pretty good. Or we could give him a little extra AC. You know what? Dodge. You really can't go wrong with dodge. Get another spell. Now why not? Summon Nature Ally. Thinking. I could do some defensive, but I tend to not cast these lower level defensive spells. I will just pick Summon Nature Ally as one. More of a distraction. There we go. Alright, and we have our next companion. And with that, we shall head out. It is time to head back to the hideout. Our new crew. Alright. And there it is, Tiefling hideout. Want to enter the location? Of course I do. Have a little bit of my tea. Oh, who's the good mastadon? Alright, we need to get a new layout. So tank number 1. I have the mastodon go front and center. 2 off tanks. I have the rogue flank. And a hunter can here is actually the most susceptible to damage, so we're going to keep him like this.
Forwards.
I believe we need to level the mastodon too. Here we go. What shall we make him? So this is a cool new feature. They basically get kind of subdivisions or I don't know. I guess subclasses if the animal companion's the main one. So let's take a look. What do we want to do? So this gives him Sunder armor, faster movement. Either like bully or wrecker, I believe. So this gives him trip, bull rush, eventually give evasion, multi attack, and bullying thrill. Wrecker. So Sunder armor combat maneuver. Okay. Gives him evasion, devotion, multi attack, destructive wrecker. I like that. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's a mastodon, so come on. What can we expect? Alright, let's give it athletics and mobility. And then, power attack? You know, I'm thinking dodge. AC is always good. Tusky. Cuz. Alright, another level animal companion. Ability and athletics. Another level. Ability and athletics. And there we go. Let's see here. So what can we do? Maybe we'll give him extra health. Now toughness is pretty good. Or I can do, oh wow, okay, you can do weapon focus. Unbite, claw, gore. It's very interesting. Unarmed. But it makes you really focus, so we won't do that. Let's just get him that extra hit points, make him extra tanky. His attacks, so what are his attacks? Alright, take a quick look. Oh, look at that. Actually have him do all these effects. That's actually pretty nifty. Let's take a look, and he gets his animal focus bear. You know what? Oh, plus... Oh, +2. Eventually it'll be +4, +6. His attacks, he's got a slam. That's kind of cool. But it doesn't say, figure somewhere. We tell him what kind of attacks they are. Is that all he has, is just a slam? I guess so. Thought for some reason it said it had more than one. And again, we're going for him to be mainly a tank. So I'm not going to complain on that. Holy moly. Alright, we got to clean this up really quick, guys. We don't care about the stag buff. That gives a movement space. Stealth check. Nope. Mouse. Improved evasion. Oh, that's interesting. Evasion, eventually improved evasion. Maybe, but not now. Animal focus monkey. Athletics buff. Interesting. Nope. Falcon. +4 competence bonus on perception checks. Interesting. Nope. Animal focus strength. That's never bad. Constitution is not bad. Oh, you can mount him. That's interesting. Mounting is a little bugged right now, I can tell you that much. Let me see here. There should be... We don't need acrobatics. We're never going to charge. Summon nature ally. Can't go too wrong with that. Heal, you can't go wrong. Let's find... there's the buff for the Fang. Light and all that. Flare. That's interesting. But here it's a cantrip we can use at any time. Let's just put this on our paladin. Fascinating. Resistance. So what we're really looking for, there we go. I think we need fox. Or tiger, there we go. Dexterity. Now the logic here is it's going to be more AC. And that's key.
Everyone counts on me.
There we go. That should give this. Perfect. Quick save. And let us talk to Sister Charisme. Charisme drums her fingers nervously on the hands of her blade. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss they stole? I don't need anything else. So we're going to take a good look at these suspects. The tieflings are tense and ready to reach for their weapons. Only redheads are Mervis and Dorothy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Vanir, Dofi, and Melrose. Dofi, Melrose, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi is female. Only Vanir and Melrose have green cloaks. Okay, so let's do the deduction. Redheads are Melrose and Dofi, so it has to be Melrose or Dofi. Melrose and Dofi both have also straight horns, but only Vanir and Melrone have green crowns, so it's going to be Melrone. I'm ready to give a name. The traitor is Melrone. You'll pay for this! Boytail and Hebzamara will get you in the end! Oh, he tries to make a run for it. Oh, backstab. Hand kick him. Grab him. Take him away for questioning. Sister Charisme looks weary, but her earlier tension has clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Irabeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slick off to meet up with his customer. You've got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hand, only for a second. He said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? Clear out this place. The sooner the better. The city's dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died, if not for the people who stood up to defend it with weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? Alright. Can I join the family? Let's see what it says. I don't want to, but I'm just too curious. Hear him say, burst out laughing. That's all you want? You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs? You've no need to tread on our territory. The family is for tieflings only. No exceptions. What are you going to do to the traitor? Charisme nonchalantly picks at her nails of her knife tip. He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm. Think about what he did. Any more questions? I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around long either. Charisme turns to leave. Sister! Vol'jin nervously bites his lips. His cheeks are flustered and his tail is swishing through the air. You forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? That. Charisme shrugs indifferently. So, sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time, that I cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. Diplomacy. That's it. That was the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Failed. Too bad, because that's all I've got. What did I roll? I rolled a 4. Nice. Epic fail, guys. Come on, epic fail. Just get that bad roll out of the way. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better nothing. Listen, Chief. When you've got a spare minute, come see me. I have something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above us is ready to crash down on our heads. Alright. Let's see, what is over here? Do you think Karisume would forget to lock a vault with a pile of money in it? You should be so lucky. If you want to clear the cobwebs out of here, their pockets of yours, you're gonna have to try a bit harder.
We march ahead.
Okay. Got here.
I hope you appreciate
All right.
this.
There's some stuff here. Come on now. Alright, let's see. Ooh, secret door.
Without a doubt.
Haha. Really? Just a basic comma? A basic cookery? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Ooh, Tiefling's account book. Balance 2,500 gold. Daffy, Alchemy, Tools and Regents, 185. Dalna, Violin, Antique, need appraisal, 10 gold taken out. Woljif, Magic Scroll, 420 gold. Tavi, Working the Square, 15 gold. Note, bet the swindler's got 5 times the amount. Should give a good scare next time. Charismate, 80 gold taken out. Informers, contacts, other expensive. Daffy, Working the Market, 25 gold. Melrone, 70 gold taken out for tool replacements. Tavi, Spices, 300, whatever that is. Prima, Magic Ring, 250 gold. Gord, Handbound Book, 150 gold, 180 gold. Praiser, the violin is worth 5 gold. No, do not send Dalna on a job by herself. Charisme, 400 gold taken out. Informers, contacts, other expenses. Charisme, 1,000 gold taken out. Informers, contacts, other expenses. Huh. Doesn't look very profitable. And, let's see here. Some goodies, alcohol. Sounds good. Alright, let's roll everybody. Good. So let's see what options we have. We already handled that. The wine cellar. The Blackwing Library, that's right. That's to find that blind guy. So we can talk to Woljin. You know what? Since it's on the way, let's see what he has to say. Again, I don't know how long we're going to keep him in the group. We kind of have already one person to do our traps, etc. We just constantly fail to sneak, don't we? It's okay, we got a mastadon now. Is it really just one? That can't be just one. Let's kill him. There we go. Let's get
for me.
There we go. Alright.
Forwards.
Simple enough. Protection from law, master glaive. Another composite bow. Oh, interesting. So your character Woljif can learn spells from it to add it to their spell book. Oh, because he works kind of like a wizard. Forgot about that. But again, I don't think we're going to keep him around, so I don't really want to spend too much on him. But we will go ahead and if he's got any, you know, character quest lines, that's kind of always fun. So, have her here.
Guide my blade.
Here. Hunter.
A solid plan. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Sneak attack. Boom. Bad.
Without a doubt.
We are just definitely not sneaky at all. I guess you could build kind of a custom, really stealthy group. But if you're gonna be going with the characters, the companions from the story, there's too many big, bulky, clanky paladins around. Alright. So where do we find him? They all kind of sprawl out in here. So let's find him. And we're looking for Wilgen.
I will guide us.
Crusader. It'd be really weird if he was where we found him. See what the quest says, actually. Stolen Moon. Talk to Wilgen. Traitor is no longer putting the tieflings at risk, and Wilgen has been clearing of all charges, but the Moon of the Abyss is gone, is possibly en route to its new owner. The tale of distrust and treachery is at an end. However, Wilgen still wants to discuss something with the commander in private. Okay.
Without a doubt.
I just have a weird feeling that may very well be in the dungeon. So I think I can get there from here. Oh no, he's right there. In the kitchen. Sure. Woljif comes closer and looks around quite quickly. Make sure no one is in eavesdrop, except for the people right there. Look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! He makes a subtle gesture, and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. Silver amulet, the shape of a waning moon, with a dark crystal in the middle. The Moon of the Abyss. A real beaut, isn't it? So you did betray the tieflings. That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Woljif is silent for a moment. Then a cunning grin crosses his face. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over, but only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Is that what counts for treachery these days? Did you really have this amulet the whole time? Wilgen grins. Please. Since that night, Chief, Malron didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past him, and that was that. You've been searched by guards. How did you manage to hide the amulet? Wilgen grins. Thieves have their ways. Right up the keister. Why didn't you give the amulet to Charisme right away? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over the Canabris and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Irabeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanation. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then, well, when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. Sick of the tieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway. Why'd you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway. Why, he asks. Woljif puts his hands in his pockets and looks away. It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet actually. Not meaning I stole it, but, he sighs, I mean, it's my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement. She'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. It was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I couldn't ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. No, a demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My mom was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. Woljif scowls, but she couldn't wait till I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk, took it to Flinlemon's shop and pawned it. Gave her some copper for it. She didn't even haggle, just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. Lawful. You deceived the people who considered you a friend. That's not the way to treat your friends. Woljif gives you a strange look and then tips his tail twice. Family, friends, you know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. I don't believe in family. And all that heartwarming talk about sticking together. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove. Sister Karimase used to say that us tieflings were one family. And you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing. And I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Making sure no one is going to take the amulet from him, Wojin hides it under his shirt and folds his arms on his chest. Whatever you think, I owe you. No, not just a thief. I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we, have the black market sign up in the city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there and you get what you need. Can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all the high quality. Nothing too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours, for a price, of course. So let's see here. Oh, Woljif is standing, repeatedly flipping coin in the air and catching it. Looks bored, but the tip of his tail is twitchingly nervous. Noticing he perks up. Hey, Chief! How about letting me go? Why would you need a thief in your party? What if I rob you in your sleep? I mean, I'm not going for now, but what if I get a rush of inspiration? Show me what you get using those thief connections. Watch your face breaks into a happy grin. Look, Chief, the thieflings have all the best things. Ooh. Look at that. Cold Iron Star Knife. Monster Hunter. Two-handed axe. Nice. E-stock of Purity. I can't really buy any of this right now, but let's go ahead and sell what extra stuff we have. Marching Terror. That's kind of cool. Keep that for now. We're going to sell the longs. Keep Radiance. Not going to make that mistake twice. Don't need those. Oh, we'll keep Masterwork Deposit. It's better. There we go. Armor. Keep that. Alright. Get 1400 gold. That works. Then let's talk to him. Are you really staying in the party or just waiting for a chance to run off? Which gives you a hurt look. If I could. Demons in danger on every corner. The tiefling stopped short. Don't you worry, Chief. I'll work off my debt honestly. I don't want to stab you in the back or go on the run of your money, and if you buy my wares, I won't have to leave at all. Leave the party, you are free to go. What strikes? Whatever, you're free to do as you please. Alright, until we get a better person, we'll keep him around.
Forwards.
But for now, let us move on. The bridge we go. Good. So we will check out the market square before we finish today's episode. What is this? Oh, fallen horse? Bloody carcass? What is this? Of a strong steed or a broken leg is covered in mangled armor. The saddlebag is intact. You can procure some regents for creating consumables. We don't need that. Let's, what? I need to equip him with a composite longbow. That way. There we go. Now he's gonna do more damage. Oh, he really needs some more, guy's gonna need more, or better armor. But 18 AC is not horrible. Keep on moving. 10. Spotted. You know what? We've run into enough random encounters. There we go. Enter the location. are. Knowledge Arcana.
Complete.
These enormous cracks appear after magically induced earthquake struck the land.
Did we find trouble?
Yo, so much blood.
They did.
Sela.
The light. Take you.
It's a little crammed in here. Nice. All our hunters. Nice.
Our path leads.
Some wares to gather up. Oof, rough. Marauders. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, that is blurry. That's not annoying at all.
You are today's sacrifice.
So it's shot against this guy. What? Have him put his magic armor. Because you never right now. Let's buff Tusky. Okay, I guess Tusky's going over here. That is some slaughter. Right. We'll wait for this for. Yeah. Since we get a chance to loot when we leave the area, for now let's just keep going. Let's see what else we can find. Let's take the money. Satyr. We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing. I don't know. Can we really do this? Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do? A group of knights surround a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags, barely covered in hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. As if she doesn't sense a looming threat at all. A black crow flies in agitation and agitated circles above her head. In Ayamede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway. Knights bring his swords up above the girl's head. I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourself to me. Just do what you've decided to do. The girl smiles serenely, as though she isn't at risk of imminent death. Oh God. What's going on here? The knight's hands are shaking. Our weapons barely scratch the demon's hides. Sacrificing this girl to Ayamede so we can consecrate our weapons of her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss. It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend the city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her. Let's see, a religion check. That's ridiculous. To think I made it directly about him in the killing of innocents. Let me see. This is an easier check. Yeah, +9. Who told you to do this? It sounds like the cultist work to me. Good point. Whose idea was this? The knight looks at his comment and suspicion. I think it was yours. My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? Can't blame anyone else for that. Please don't fight. All of you are good people, defenders of the city. Just made a mistake. The girl turns to you. Please don't hurt them. Little girl is defending the people who want to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together. Yeah, I know her. Seen her all the time on the street. She's a couple cards short of a full deck. if you know what I mean. Hi, the girl waves at Woljif with a bright smile. Remember how we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big and I stayed the same for some reason. Huh? I played with you? Ah, pull the other one. You did. We played tag and hide and seek. Then you made the bigger boys came up with the same game where you all throw stones at me. You laughed so hard it made me happy too. But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Want to play with me now? Tiefling turns away, covering his reddened face with his hands. For the love of Canabras is too damn small. Lawful, the instigation must be punished. The rest of you, go to the vendor's tavern. That's where the survivors are gathering. Knights looked at each other. Whose idea was it? Not mine, that's for sure. Well, wasn't mine. That means the knights narrowed their eyes at the third. Wait, it's not. The two knights beat the third to the ground in a flurry of blows, and then, where looking in their direction, they flee. The crow alights on the girl's shoulder. She is walking among the bodies with the same serene expressions on her face. Good people ordering good people to kill other good people. None of them were cultists, you know. Just got scared and thought up some silly ideas. With a careless, carefree smile, the girl comes up to you. There's something strange in her dark eyes, something not of this world. The girl on her shoulder watches you closely with eyes that are too knowing for an animal. You came to help me. You saved one life, you took another. Was it worth it? I'm sorry I had to do that. Had to? Did someone force you? The girl shrugs, smiling serenely. But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really. I don't think you're an ordinary girl. And that crow you have there, it's not ordinary either. Elfgirl strokes the crow's beak. Its eyes narrow in satisfaction, and it makes a cooing sound. Now don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her. Magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful when fighting the demons, and I'll be able to protect you from insane soldiers on the street. Come with me. I must have misheard. This girl? Join our party? What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar? Girl gives you a smile, joyous and untrounced, like a child. Sure, let's go. Alright, buddy. Sorry. It is time for this hot, crazy, probably witch elf. So let's take a look. We got a new party member. And we will take a look at who or what she is, at least on her profile, before we finish this episode. Very nice. Did not think we would get another companion so quickly. Let's make sure she's nice and safe. Good, she's there. So we'll have her right here. Back line. What is she? So, a child's crusade, a strange child of war, a witch, was burned at the stakes and yet survived. Oh, wow. Well, that explains all the fire in the background. Ooh, and the scars. A godless saint ready to preach love and kindness to people and demons both. A homeless orphan who has no hope, but who gives it to countless people around her. It's hard to understand what hides behind this young elven girl's eyes and where her bare, burning feet are taking her. She wages a war of her own child crusade. Damn. Alright, stat-wise, she's neutral good. Okay, that works. Of our team composition, doesn't have the best stats. 9 strength, 16 dex, 12 con, 12 int, 13 wisdom, 17 charisma. But I like her, I don't know what the word is. Ooh, 13 armor. That's horrible. I like just the way she flows, I guess. Seems pretty interesting. Trait. So let's look at her class. And what the progress. So she's got point blank shot. So that actually works because, you know, we all seem to be kind of long ranged, or most of us. She gets a Raven Familiar, +3 bonus on persuasion checks, and 2 bonus on perception checks. So with that decent she's a stigmatized witch. Some witches think of their magic not as gifts but as a curse. Her body is tarnished with a mark of her ill fate. Maybe the patron of such a witch was cruel and decided that power mustn't come cheap, or maybe they mercifully helped the witch to turn her adverse adversities that befell her into a source of new strength. A stigmatized witch relies on intuition. Her magic is based not on the sharpness of her wit, but on the strength of her character. Instead of the regular powers granted by a patron, such as witch gets a curse like an oracle, and she casts her spell spontaneously like a sorcerer rather than a wizard. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So she's got precise shot. Slumber. A witch can cause a creature within 30 feet to fall with deep magical sleep. As per the spell sleep. Will save. Oh, interesting. Simple weapon proficiencies. Blackened. Ooh. Hands of the forearms are shriveled and blackened as if you had plunged your arms into blazing fire, and your thin, paperly skin is sensitive to the touch. -4 penalty on weapon attack rolls, but you add burning hands to your list of spells. So that means that she's got a horrible attack modifier. She's not going to hit anything. And she's going to get a bunch of spell bonuses. I don't know why they gave her these bonuses to her shooting. Alright. Double blackened. And then vulnerability curse. The witch can make her enemies vulnerable to energy. The hex lasts for a number of rounds equal to her level, during which her energy resistance or energy immunities on the targets are suppressed. Okay. Spellbook, let's take a look. Because they're spontaneous. Alright, alright. So let's take a look at our loadout here. So she's definitely going to be... So it looks like this will hit allies and enemies. As you can see the little diagram, the target. That's never good. But she does get Cure Light Wounds. Ear-piercing Scream. Ooh, dazing them. Does damage. Definitely can't go wrong. The arm definitely do not want her going raging. Vulnerability Curse, that's actually pretty good. Slumber. Put that here. And also the buffs kind of separate that. Her heals, and here are her offensive spells. So I do like the spontaneous casting, to be honest. That's kind of nice. Kind of spam abilities as need be. Again, she's not going to be very good at casting or shooting things. But she should be kind of interesting. Alright, so with that, we will go ahead and end this episode. In the next episode, we will continue exploring market squares and learn a little bit more about Ember. What a appropriate name. So again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this content. It's Leeroy with Leeroy Gaming, and I will see you guys next time.